Ever had someone treat you like you were beneath them? Like your words, your time, your respect meant nothing? Now imagine getting to serve justice to those same people with two armed deputies standing by your side. Because that's exactly what happened the day I, your average, scrawny IT guy, finally got to take out years of pent-up frustration on the worst clients imaginable. If you've ever dreamed of watching karma come for someone who truly deserved it, hit that like button right now. Because this story, it's not just satisfying, it's glorious. Now, let's rewind, because the road to revenge started in the most boring place possible, a tech support phone line. I used to work the help desk for a small computer reseller. The job wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. Most days were routine. Password resets, software installs, the occasional meltdown over a printer. But some days, you'd get that one call that reminds you people can be truly awful. This particular day, a client called asking for a technical company that could repossess leased computer equipment from another business that had stopped paying their bills. I didn't think much of it. Passed the info up the chain. My boss took the lead. A few days later, the call came back down. We were doing the repossession. Now, repossessions weren't really in my job description, but hey, orders are orders. They gave me a number to call and told me to talk to a woman who represented the company that owned the equipment. She sounded calm, professional, but there was a tone under her words, the kind you get when someone's been burned too many times. She said their customer had been served with a repossession order, but hadn't taken it seriously. Apparently, when a deputy sheriff served them the notice, the receptionist blew cigarette smoke in his face. Her exact words? "If they give you grief, don't press it. We'll handle it the right way." And oh, they would. So picture this. Two nerdy tech guys, me and another guy even skinnier than me, pulling up to a grimy office building that smelled like old coffee and stale smoke. We walk in, ready to do our job. Behind the front desk is this receptionist who looks like she's been there since the dawn of time. Cigarette dangling from her mouth, ashtray overflowing, eyes full of contempt. I try to be polite. "Hi, we're here to reclaim some computer equipment under a court order." Without even looking up, she says, "You can f*** right off." I tell her calmly, "Ma'am, your company's in violation of a court order." She blows out a cloud of smoke and goes, "Don't care." At that moment, something inside me twisted. I'd dealt with rude clients before, but this was different. That smug indifference, like rules, respect, and consequences didn't apply to them. So we left. I reported it to our contact. Her reaction was sharp and immediate. "Those a**holes. Don't worry, you did the right thing. They'll be hearing from us again." And oh, they did. In stereo. A week later, my boss calls me in. He's got that grin, half amusement, half anticipation. "You're going back," he says. "This time, you won't be alone." Turns out our client went back to court. The company's president had the audacity to complain to the judge that we didn't have the manpower to carry their computers out. The judge, bless his soul, leaned over the bench and said, "They can carry it to the elevator and drop it down the shaft if they want to." Then he gave the president 3 days in jail for contempt. So, now we were authorized to repossess everything, and this time with 2 sheriff's deputies as escorts. I didn't bring my scrawny tech buddy this time. Nope. I brought 2 delivery guys, massive dudes, rough around the edges, muscles built from moving servers, not typing code. They couldn't pass background checks for our government clients, but for this job, they were perfect. When we arrived, the 2 deputies were already waiting outside. One of them looked like a drill instructor carved from granite, voice like thunder, jaw like a brick. He stepped inside first and announced to the entire office, "Nobody interferes with these men. Anyone causes trouble, they'll be arrested. Clear?" Silence. You could feel the fear ripple through the room. Then he turned to me and said, "Get to work." And that's when the fun began. We split up with our lists, grabbing computers, monitors, and anything that matched the serial numbers. The deputies kept watch, arms crossed, eyes sharp. At one point, I spotted a woman hammering away at a 220-volt plug, trying to keep a massive Vax-like machine running. I checked the list. Yep, it was ours. I twisted the plug loose and called our contact. "I didn't think you'd tell me this thing was the size of a small car." She laughed. "Can you disable it somehow? Don't break it. Just make sure they can't use it." "Got it," I said, already opening the panels. I found the drives. Perfect. I started pulling them out when I heard the shouting. The president, freshly released from his 3-day contempt sentence, he was red-faced, sweating, barreling towards me, yelling something about data and "you can't take that." Before I could even react, the Marine deputy stepped forward with pepper spray in hand. "Sit down before I make you." The president froze, eyes darting between the spray and the deputy's gun. Then, like a chastised child, he turned and slunk back into his office. Now, here's where I'll admit something. Not everything in that office was technically on our list, but they'd made my life and the life of our client miserable. So, maybe, just maybe, a few extra keyboards and mice found their way into our boxes. Maybe a few staplers, maybe a coffee mug or two. My guys were having a blast. Printers were ripped mid-print. Screens went dark mid-email. Someone tried to complain about her keyboard being unplugged, and the Marine deputy bellowed, "This is serious, lady. Sit down before you regret it." You've never seen an office go silent so fast. When we finally got to the president's office, the door was closed. The deputies knocked. No answer. Then that drill sergeant voice thundered again. "Open the door." It opened. Slowly. The president stood there, pale and furious. I walked in, unplugged his desktop, checked the serial number. Oops, not on the list. My bad. "Where's the laptop?" I asked. I don't know." The deputy didn't even hesitate. He drew his taser. "Where's the laptop?" The man froze, then pointed at a closet. One of my guys went in, pulled out a laptop, checked the serial number. Bingo. "Where's the power supply?" he asked. The president pointed under the desk. We took that too. As we packed up, I heard one of my guys chuckle. Later, I found out he'd taken something valuable right off the president's desk in front of 2 deputies. No one said a word. Rumor was he pawned it for over $200. Karma comes in all forms. When we rolled those boxes back to our truck, the deputies just nodded. Job well done. We drove back to the office, dropped everything off at shipping, and went straight to my boss's office. We called the client on speakerphone and gave her the rundown. When I told her the president had pepper spray pulled on him, she laughed. When I told her he had a taser drawn, she howled. She thanked us like we'd just returned from a battlefield, and honestly, it kind of felt like we had. My boss looked at me afterwards, grinning. "So, how was it?" I leaned back, still riding that wave of adrenaline and satisfaction. Man, that was a lot of fun. Sometimes revenge doesn't come in flames or fury. It comes with paperwork, patience, and the right people by your side. Because when justice finally lands where it belongs, it feels better than anything money can buy. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button, subscribe for more tales of well-deserved payback, and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying act of karma you've ever witnessed? Until next time, remember, stay kind, stay humble, and never underestimate the quiet ones.